Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. South Carolina, they are currently sitting as the number 15 team in America, and they're probably not going to go anywhere after holding on to what was at one point a 15-point lead against Ole Miss, and eventually came down to a chance where Chris Beard's squad had a chance to tie the game at the buzzer of the line. There was South Carolina -3.5. Again, not great for old Rob's BetMGM account right there with the way that thing played out. But Henson, the more I watch the South Carolina team play, the more I buy the idea that they actually are a real threat to win the SEC. Right? They have tough guards. They play that kind of Virginia style where they make it really difficult to play against them in the sense that they control tempo. You're not going to get fast breaks on them. You're never going to get anything easy, and they are going to run their offense until they get a good shot. What do you make of South Carolina? What do you make of Lamont Paris?
Well, tonight's game, they just when I was watching, I had the sound off actually, but they just looked like men out there against Ole Miss. They just kind of just looked like men, just grown men out there. How they were boarding and just finishing and just manhandling them on the boards. Ole Miss made a good run to come back in there, but the things they do are going to travel. You're not just going to catch them on an off night. You're going to have to beat them. And with how inconsistent college basketball has been, this is why they're 20-3, 8-2 in the conference, threatening to win the whole thing at this point. Because what they do, they defend, they run their offense. They 16 assists on 28 makes tonight. You know, they're going to be tough to beat. They're solid, and solid is going to get you wins in this season. And they're going to keep rolling, man. They looked really good tonight, and you're going to have to come in there and be tough, physical. Also, by the way, they have the high-level guard play. Meechie Johnson had 8 assists tonight, 1 turnover. I mean, it's time to start believing in them. I'm a believer now for sure. So, especially after watching them a full game like this, they're really good.
Yeah, shout out to Taylon Cooper. I call him Teflon Cooper because he is so damn tough. I love watching that kid play. And the Maury Broyles guy, the big kid, I'm blanking on his first name, but he is a hell of a player too. They made a couple of column Murray Broyles. They made some big shots. Goodman, this is the situation in the SEC right now. Alabama is sitting in first place by a half a game over South Carolina. South Carolina is a half a game in the win column ahead of Auburn. Alabama goes on the road to play Auburn tomorrow night. If Auburn defends their home court, if they win in the jungle, then South Carolina, Alabama, and Auburn are sitting there all tied for first place in the SEC. Tennessee would be 2 games back in the win column because they have already had one of their bye weeks. And then you got Kentucky 2 games out of first place. But it looks at this point like it's a 4-horse race, Jeff. And Kentucky is not one of those 4 teams. We'll talk about that in a second. For Lamont Paris to get this South Carolina group into that conversation, are we talking National Coach of the Year here? Are we talking SEC Coach of the Year here?
Yeah, he's my front runner today. Now, again, things change quickly, and things could change for South Carolina quickly. They're not the most talented team, but I'll tell you what, I played a lot of blackjack with those boys down at Atlantis. They have great chemistry. They hang out. They have fun. They don't know how to play blackjack worth a shit, but they win. Like BJ Mack has no idea what he's doing at the table, but he won a lot of money. Meechie Johnson, same thing. So if you go back to that, you kind of knew luck was on their side this year, but they don't need luck because they guard. They're tough. And you know what? Listen, we look at Alabama and Auburn, and we're like, they're so much more talented. I don't think they're that much more talented. I think South Carolina's got a bunch also of mid-major transfer ups, just like Alabama, just like Auburn. And these dudes, again, they play hard, they guard every night, and they play together, and they play with a chip on their shoulder. And they won, 6 straight? And this was a huge one on the heels of a big road win at Tennessee.
Yeah, and they just keep winning, man. They just keep winning, and there's something to be said for being able to win the games that you're supposed to win. Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.